Hey everybody, this is Ashley with Publish with Ashley, and I am here live on Wednesday noon Eastern time. And I had a great niche I stumbled on. I was researching niches because I know you guys are always hungry for niches, and I found one that I thought was really awesome. So we're going to talk about gamification and like gamification challenges, things like that. And I'm going to show you the niche. I'm going to show you some numbers and just kind of some different ideas. And just this niche has like endless possibilities. There's so many ways you can do this and take it and make it your own. And it just has a lot of potential. And I want to show you all sorts of avenues and ways to do it. Okay, so if you like sort of like learning how to make money online, Kindle Direct Publishing, Etsy, all that sort of stuff, and free marketing, I'm going to do a free marketing class on Instagram here in a few weeks. So if you guys are interested in that, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or subscribe, show up and join my free Facebook group. All those links are in, the show notes here. Okay. So that being said, I want to talk about kind of KDP gamification and a niche I came up with. Hey RX, hey Alicia. I'm excited to have you guys here live. And so here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you. And it's kind of all one niche, but there's so many ways to break this down and do interesting and different things. So this is actually, let me go scroll up, 52-week challenge. So I was looking through Amazon's bestsellers, and I came across, let me scroll down to it. I came across this one, Everyone's a Critic 52-week movie challenge. And it's at $10,000 in the store, and $10,000 in the US store in Christmas time is like killer. I have a book at, I think it's at 24,000 or something like that. And I sold 60 copies the other day. So 10,000, that's pretty awesome. So what I wanted to show is it's that idea of 52-week challenge or 52 weeks. People like to do two things, right? They like to break things up so that they can get things done. And the idea of 52 weeks and making it, a habit and step by step, people love that. And then you add it 52-week challenge to it, about the word challenge, and it's gamifying something. It's making something that isn't so fun, maybe fun. And in this case, watching movies is kind of fun. So maybe you don't need to make it a challenge, but it's something that you can do. And like you can do this with any niche, the whole idea of a 52-week challenge or a 52-week something, right? This is watching movies and it's critiquing movies. And if you go in here, I'm going to open it up. Oh, actually, I think I have it opened up. Sorry, let me go to my next screen. Here, I'm going to open it up and show you what the interior looks like. And you have to do a little bit of work in each of these niches, in the sense that you have to have some background or at least do some Google research to find out what makes sense. But this one, they did a really good job. Look at this. The interior graphics is just black and white, but it looks really good. And if you go down, let's see, I had this opened earlier. So there we go. So it's showing a set of 52 challenges. So for some reason, it's starting at 16. But watch a silent film, an animated feature set in the distant future. And so you have like these challenges that they have to complete. They can put the completion date, right? And so this one goes all the way to 52. And one of them, like challenge 1, was the film that has won the best picture, right? And then they write the movie title, year released, aspect ratio, runtime, genre, all the things, right? So it just has some different questions about it. So what you basically do is you come up with these 52 challenges, or there's other ones I'm going to show you, and then you create the challenge pages, the 1 through 52, and then you create a set kind of page that you can repeat for each challenge. Okay, so this is not rocket science. This is not that complex. It's something you can definitely do and create. It does take a little bit more work, but you also get to charge more, right? $8.99. They're charging a little bit more for this. Okay, there is a bunch of other ideas, and I want to show you some of those. Let me go So this particular author has a few. They have 4 books in their challenge series. They have the Everyone's a Critic, the 50 States Travel Challenge. So you can do, travel, 50 states, national parks, state parks. There are so many ways to niche this. Like Colorado is a huge outdoor type state, and they have a lot of state parks. So that's something maybe you can do, like the Colorado State Park, and they love to go to them. We went to, I don't even know how many state parks, or you could do it by regions. Pick, 3 or 4 states that have a lot of state parks and do that, and people travel. Everyone's a Critic. This is a book challenge, and then this is a restaurant challenge. Okay, so there's a lot of ways you can niche this, and they're doing pretty well in all of these books. Now, they've done these a while ago, but they've done a really good job of them. The great thing about this too is it can be, you can, what do I want to say? You can, like, this is something that you could do with free advertising, like Instagram posts, things like that, things that are challenges. You can find a trend that challenge, Reddit or Instagram, see what hashtags are trending, and see if you can jump on a trending hashtag and create a book like this. Now, I have some other ways to get ideas for this, okay? So one is like sports and hobbies, okay? So basically, hobbies, people love hobbies, right? So make a challenge around a hobby. Music. So this is just, I searched up, popular hobbies in the US on Google, and I got Statistica. And it has, music, food, reading, writing, travel, pets, video games. Like there could be a great video game challenge, right? You could do an arcade, like an old school arcade challenge. People are super into the old school arcades. So that could be something you could do. Health and fitness, you can do some sort of fitness challenge with the new year. Everybody always wants to do fitness challenges. Arts and crafts, definitely there's all sorts of crafts out there. Something you know something about, right? Anything you know something about would be a great challenge. Watching sports. You could do some sort of crazy sports challenge of people watching different games, or a football or multiple games. And sports in general. Like if you are into soccer, you're into football, you're into hockey, any sport, you could do some sort of challenge. Ice skating, or, anything, there's something you can do, a challenge. Gamify it, make something fun. People love that. And you could even offer a prize if they take a picture of that whole completion list free, and they can take a picture and post it on like your Instagram account, and you can get free advertising that way. And their prize can be something digital, something you would mail them digitally, so it wouldn't cost you anything. People love getting something, so you just got to come up with something digital that you could email them or send them, and it would be free, right, for you, and they would feel like they got something for it. Let's see, gardening. Yeah, gardening, right? Socializing, photography. Oh, that was one of these 52-week challenges. There was, let me scroll down. There was quite a few on photography challenges, and that's a really great one. Here's some more I wanted to talk about. 52-week savings challenges. These are really big, and I'm going to show you something on Etsy that is kind of interesting. 10K money savings challenge. You could do a college saving challenge. Here's one, money saving challenges, photography. There's quite a few photography challenges that are doing really well. Arts challenges, draw a picture a day, draw a picture, and you just have a list of different things, and then you give space for them to draw pictures. I've seen one that was really funny. It was like, what they did is the 52-week challenge, and they drew like a weird shape, and then the artist had to make something with that shape. That was a really cool one. It was really fun to see people. What they did also is encourage them to post their pictures and their art onto a Facebook group that was free to join, or a Facebook page, I think it was, or something that was free that they could see, and they could post their stuff. And then they got free advertising through that, right? As people started to post their photos of their artwork, it built upon itself. That was a cool one. More photo challenges. People get out of your comfort zone and show you can grow. maybe. People are into 14s, climbing 14Ks. So you could do some sort of 14K mountains. So 14,000 feet mountains. There's in the US, that's a big thing. I have a few friends who do that. So you could do something like that. Prayer challenges, anything. All right. So let's go over to, I think I have this again. Why do I have that again? I don't remember. But we're going to go over to Etsy. And I want to show you that you could make something that, you can get ideas from Etsy for these types of challenges. Just type in whatever you're looking for. I just put in 52 weeks and like 52 hikes a year. A lot of these are savings. It's just one page and people doing a one-page download. Well, that's something you can definitely add to your book. So that's kind of cool. You can do something like that. Others, if you make a pretty elaborate interior, you could sell your interior on Etsy. The one pages tend to be like $1, but there are some that are like $4 and $5 and $6 because they're a lot more than just a one-page printable. But you can do a Etsy shop of challenge, Etsy challenge shop or something like that, and do a bunch of different 52-week challenge type items, which seem to be popular. Okay, so I wanted to go through some stats. Let me pull up. I did a lot of stats for you all. Okay, let me say hi to people. I'm so bad at thinking challenges, but this gets my brain going. You know what? Like just anything you can come up with a challenge for. Put 52-week challenge in front of it. 52-week, movie critic challenge. Like that wasn't 50, photography, art. Oh, anything you can do a challenge for. Let's see. Oh, good. Hi, Lucy. And from Lithuania. Wow. That's cool. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I have pulled up Publisher Rocket and I wanted to show you 52-week challenge. There's not a huge for that just all by itself. But like 52-week challenge box, I'm not sure what a challenge box is, but you could definitely look up and see what a challenge box is and see if there's a paper version you could do of that. 52-week challenge envelopes, not really doing an envelope, kits, and trackers. So the challenge on Publisher Rocket wasn't great, but I think it's because it was too broad of a niche for Publisher Rocket. It was like, I don't know. But when I just put in 52 weeks, I got a lot of interesting ideas. So, very popular gratitude journals. So 52-week gratitude journal. 52-week meal planner. So if you know anything about meal planning, or you just make a blank meal planner so that people can meal plan. Mental health journal. This one, yeah, so it had a low competitive score and it has quite a few, 707 searches per month for 52-week mental health journal, right? So there's a kind of cool niche and you could definitely either gamify it or just try that keyword straight. 52 weeks of socks, probably not. 52 weeks through the Bible, you could definitely create something where you break up the Bible and then offer space that they can write their thoughts or ideas or things like that. 52-week appointment book. Let's see. Let's find some good niches down here. Devotional 52-week challenge savings chart. The chart itself doesn't have a high competitive score, so you might want to use that if you're going to do a book. It doesn't have a lot of searches because people probably are going to find that probably on Etsy because it's a printable, but that gives you the idea you should put it on Etsy. 52-week devotional, 52-week family devotional, 52-week gratitude journal plus merchantships. I have no idea what that is. Let's see another one. Oh, this one might be interesting. 52-week family devotional. That's not a bad idea. If you really are religious, you can definitely have some insight, or even if you're not, I'm sure you can do some research on Etsy or Pinterest and find out how that would work. Let's see. This one looks pretty good. 52-week guided journal. Let's see. 52-week journal prompts. Ooh, journal prompts are huge. You can do journal prompts for specific careers. You can do journal prompts for writers. Writers love journal prompts. So that's definitely something you could do. Prayer journals, envelope systems, undated planners. Okay, so there's just So many ideas. And you can look, but there's a ton of things you can do with 52 weeks. Let's see, 52-week Bible study. That's a pretty good one. Okay. I wanted to show you Etsy and Etsy stats just to show you that you could reuse. You could do something like this and reuse it in an Etsy shop and create it as a printable. So I have some printable shops and I like them. Okay, so here was the one pages, and I wanted to actually show you. I have Sales Samurai, so I can kind of look up things. 52-week doesn't have a long tail, right? You could definitely hone in and decide what you want to do. But the search volume on Etsy for just 52-week is 2,573 per month, and the competition, it's good. It's green, so it's not high competition. It's low competition. And as you niche down into something, obviously your competition is going to change maybe a little, but definitely as you niche down, you're going to be more specific. Some of the things that's really common on Etsy, it looks like, is about challenges: a savings challenge, money challenges, money tracker, things like that. That's really, it seems like, typical on Etsy. I've got some more stats. Let me pull some of those up. I tried to make these bigger. It's still going to be probably tiny for you guys. 52-week weight loss tracker. Let's see, what would have kind of low competition? 52-week cash envelopes. Maybe not for a printable, but there's definitely some ideas here. 52-week savings, 52-week dates, challenge box. I really should look up what a 52-week challenge box is because it's kind of popular on Etsy too. Just a lot of different things. 5K challenges, right? You could do, if people are into running, there's definitely some, running is a huge hobby, and some sort of 52-week running journal, or making it fun, or how many miles can you run, like doing a tracker for how many miles or something. Anyway, all right. So those were some of the ideas. On Etsy, 52-week weight loss tracker. Looks like it has okay competition, but a pretty good search volume. So there's something. And definitely 52-week savings, things like that. That tends to do well on Etsy, it would appear. Okay, so I've kind of given you numbers and stats, but there is a million ideas. I mean, someone is at 10,000 on the Bookstore for movie critics, okay? And the thing I think is great about this is it's something you can definitely find a trend for and write a hashtag, right? If you know how to use Instagram, you can definitely, do pictures of your book or pictures of the interior pages and kind of sell people on the benefits of a challenge, not sell them on the product. You're always trying to sell people on what can it do for them, right? Because people buy solutions. They don't buy, they buy things, but they buy things as a solution, right? If you're hungry, you buy food to solve the hunger problem, right? If you're craving chocolate, you buy it because you're craving chocolate, not because you need chocolate. So you want to sell people on the benefits of your product. So you could definitely promote through trending hashtags your product on Instagram for free, and get your stuff out there for people. So I like the idea of, because if you jump on a trend, or even if it's not a trend, you can make it a trend just by putting it out there and getting people to see your product. Hello, Bailey from Ontario. Let's see, and Brussels at Belgium. I've been to Belgium. So awesome. Questions. Do you guys, is this an exciting thing? I think it's fun because it doesn't, even if you have, I was actually thinking I have a, my brain is not working today. I have a brand and imprint that I'm doing really well with this. I'm in the top 100 of my category. 6 of my books are in the top 100 of my category. So I'm really excited about that. And I was trying to think, how can I do a 52-week challenge for something in my category? So that's kind of what I got thinking. So if you already have a niche that's working for you, this is something you can do. Try and make it fun, gamify it. It doesn't have to be 52 weeks. That's just kind of an example. It could be quarterly. A lot of people are into doing quarter challenges because it makes them feel just a year is a long time for a lot of people. So if they can just focus on getting stuff done for a quarter of the year, then it's, they feel like they've done something and it's gotten more productive. So you could do some sort of, I don't know, what would 16 weeks? Is that what 52 breaks down to, kind of? I think something like that, right? 16 times 4. I don't even know. That's math in public. But I think it's around 16 weeks, something like that. Does that sound about right? Or is it 12 weeks? 12 weeks is 3 months. Yeah, so I guess it's actually 12 weeks. So you could do like 12-week challenges, things like that, that maybe see a little bit more doable to people. So anyway, Publisher Bailey, Publisher Rocket. What is the minimum number of searches do you consider to give more weight on your competition score? I don't know, because I don't use Publisher Rocket as complete gospel, because I think, like anything, it's just scraping the data from Amazon. So I kind of take it in the grain of salt. If I find a market of, it depends on the competition, right? If there's no competition and there's 300 searches per month, that sounds pretty good to me. I actually found a category that's like 300 searches per month and one for the competition. There was like one other book and it was really bad. So, I would probably jump on that. So I kind of I do a little bit of research, what's out on Amazon. I look at Publisher Rocket. I like Publisher Rocket for keyword and keyword ideas, and then just kind of a general feel how the competition is. Like if there's a million competitors, a lot, because it'll highlight it red, then I take that with a grain of salt, because there still can be a really good sub niche within that. But I may not be as excited as something that has a little bit less competition. So I don't know if that's helpful. It's kind of a feel. Maybe I shouldn't go by feel, but I do, because some of my best niches have always been things that I kind of was like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll try that. Even though the numbers didn't seem right. I just kind of decided, yeah, I think based on looking at Amazon and the products on Amazon, I can do better than that. And I have something different or unique to add to the market. So, I've done that. So I had one book that I went kind of head to head with, and they were a publisher. Well, I want to say like a traditional publisher. And I added a unique virtual component to my book, which sounds a little weird. But I added QR codes, and it actually, something different and unique. And I did pretty well against that traditionally published book because I added something different. And what I did is I actually advertised against that book. So I did my advertising, a product advertisement against that book specifically, so that people who were looking at that book would look at my book. And then I made it very clear that I had something extra to offer on my cover. So that, and in my product description, so that it was kind of obvious I was adding something extra. So, you can do things like that too. Yes, too many ideas and so little time. Oh, yes, I know that feeling. So next year I'm moving again next year. We move all the time. So so sometime next year, my background will change. I'm moving next year, and moving for me and my family is like a 6-month process, because we got to get our house ready to sell. Then eventually when you take everything when you're selling your house and throw it into boxes and in the garage and attic, and your house looks beautiful, though it never looks like that normally. So this office will be like bare here come January timeframe. And then and then once you get there, you have to unpack so I have no real plans for next year, except I am going to work on my affiliate website, which I'm going to kind of take you guys along my journey. So I'm creating an affiliate website that is going to promote Amazon products and also my own products. So I'm creating an entire line of merch t-shirts and books around this niche idea site. And then I'm going to mix those products in with promoting other things on my affiliate website, because my idea is to kind of push the Amazon engine, in the sense of, if I'm pushing traffic to these books and these t-shirts, then Amazon, because they like outside traffic, Amazon will push my books as well. So that kind of to kind of have that synergy between the two things, right? So I'm going to try this. I think it's going to work. If not, at least hopefully if I get the affiliate website itself working, I'll be excited about that. So that's like my two goals, moving and my affiliate website. And then I have one brand that I'm going to do some children's books for. And I want to try maybe a 52-week challenge and a word search, which sounds like a lot. It probably is. Those are my big plans. Oh, sorry, Lucy, you have a bad connection. And hello from Israel. And let's see. Yep, you feel my pain. Let's see. Tumotor. I'm never going to say that. Tumotormi. Something like that. Yeah, you've moved 6 times in 12 years. Yeah, I'm at 4. This will be 15 in 20. What year is it? 22. 22 years. 15 and 22 years. So I got ya. Not easy to tap into the U.S. market than French-speaking one, but I have some notebooks so far. You were in the oldest market since Amazon originated from, yeah, the oldest one. That's true. But I've heard that Germany and Canada and Germany, I think there's US, UK, Germany. But Germany's still like, I guess, about 5 to 7 years behind the US. And then I'd have sold some things in France. So yeah, it's kind of harder, but I do sell in the UK as well. So I don't know if you can figure out how to get into the US market or figure out what works in the French market. You just kind of, you would know it better than I would, since if you're from France, then you would have a better clue. Egal. Did I say it right? Egal. That's much prettier. I like that. Much better. Is as far as me to say. Okay, so any other questions you guys have? Sorry. Oh yeah, I didn't. I took that off the stream. Any other questions you guys have that you are live? You know, I'm happy to answer questions. Like I said, I'm going to do a one, actually, I think it'll be for next Wednesday. I'm going to do a Pinterest marketing, because I know everyone's always wants to know how to do, not Pinterest, I'm sorry, Instagram marketing. I was going to try and show you how to do a book launch through Instagram marketing. So the idea, it would take some work to do a book launch on an Instagram account, but I think trying to push your own stuff and learning how to push your own products is really helpful, because if you can get the Amazon algorithm moving along, then, you know, it's only going to help you try and get established in the market and continue to sell. All right. Anyone else? Oh, I got one. My best-selling market is Italy. No idea why. You know what's funny? I did some Spanish planners in Spanish. My daughter speaks Spanish, and I'm very, very little. But they sold in Italy. If that's just weird. They were Spanish planners, and they sold in Italy. So I don't know either sometimes, right? Oh, one more thing too is I will not be live for the next 2 weeks. I want to wish you all, I was going to wear my Christmas hat, but it's somewhere around here. I want to wish you all happy holidays for whatever holiday you celebrate during this year, whether it's Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa. I think there's a few other holidays in there. But whatever you celebrate this time of year, or even if you don't celebrate, I hope you enjoy the end of the year and are excited to start next year. And I won't be live for the next 2 weeks, but I will have 2 shows out a week. So I already have 2 I've already done, and 2 I'm planning that I've just got to get them all up and published. But I will have for the next 2 weeks, I will have content every Wednesday at noon and 1 o'clock, or probably noon, 1 o'clock or whatever on Mondays. So that's kind of the plan. But I'm going to have 2 shows a week for the next 2 weeks, but nothing will be live. Book info marketing for For Pinterest. Yes, I'm going to do some more Pinterest. Everyone's always asking about Pinterest. You know what's really funny? So this year I did not do as much. Okay, I did very little Pinterest marketing for one of my Etsy stores. Like usually I do more, and I didn't. I admit it. I totally ran out of time this year. And I have not seen the results on Etsy that I did last year. And I know because you can see in Etsy that your traffic is coming from Pinterest. And I was actually impressed at how much Pinterest pushes to Etsy. It's harder to see Pinterest to Amazon because Amazon doesn't show you. All I can see is the pins going out to my Amazon products. But for Etsy, I saw you actually can see that your purchases are coming from, Etsy. And so I've not gotten the traffic this year that I did last year. And I think it's because I did not spend as much time on my Pinterest pins for Etsy. So free marketing works. And it wasn't like I spent a whole lot of time on that. I probably did 50 pins total, maybe. So it's not like I spent a whole lot of time on it. But I didn't spend any time on it this year. I think I did 5 pins. So yeah, I know it's really bad. I didn't do any. So, stuff that's free can really, really work. Last year on Etsy for the same type store, I sold about $1,000 in December. This year, I have only sold like 150. So I truly think that was because I didn't spend the time putting my Pinterest pins to Etsy. Amazon has picked up this month. I'll do an income report. That's one of the other things I want to do in my next shows to show you guys my November and December. November was good and December is good. It's not as good as last year, but that's my own fault because I didn't put up as many planners as I wanted to, but it was going really well. And yeah, I want to do some more stuff with Etsy. I love the idea of repurposing. So if you do something on KDP, you can take it and make it to a printable on Etsy because why not? There's no reason not to. It just takes a little bit extra time, not even that much time. And you can put it on Etsy and create a store and just some extra income. Kind of think of it like gravy. Okay. I'm in the process of building my own website to connect to IG and drive my traffic SEO to all my pod places. Yeah, that's what I am doing. I'm learning, WordPress. So it's kind of slow going for me. I used WordPress like 10 years ago, but I'm learning WordPress and I got my site up. There's no posts or anything yet, but the site looks pretty. There's just no post yet. So that's what I'm learning next year. My plan is really to try and learn that aspect to push to Amazon, because I think if you can come up with products, and it's all about marketing, right? Products are great. But if you can't get people to see your products, you can't sell them. So if you can figure out that marketing piece, I think that is what's going to marketing or advertising, either one, right? If you can do the advertising piece, then, or both together, then that is what's going to really, push it. And then Amazon will push it. If your book gets up there, they'll push it for you because people are buying it. And they want to make money too. Micah says, quite a few people are getting Pinterest marked as spam, so people need to be careful. Yeah, yes, Nancy, Natalie Bardaro has a good group advice on her channel. I listened to, actually, I guess not Natalie, but Nancy Badello. Yeah, she has really good advice. And my Pinterest pins, yeah, they're not spammy. I'm very direct and like I guess the right way to do Pinterest. I don't use Pinwheel. Is it Pinwheel, or what's the one that pushes? Whatever that pushes. I don't use that. I do it all manually. And I don't do a ton. I don't spam. I do it kind of the right way. And it works. It is some work though, right? I'm learning SEO too because my blog has no traffic, right? Yeah, that's what I'm in the process of learning. Me too. You got hooked on WordPress. No money for ads. Yes, I am not going to do ads on my WordPress site because I hate WordPress sites with ads. So I refuse. I refuse to do that because I really, really hate it. So I'm not going to do it to anybody. I'm going to do, it's informational. I'm doing my own pictures from things because it's a topic I love and I'm interested in. So it's an outdoorsy topic and I love taking outdoor photography. So I have a ton of my own photos to kind of, I know Google and everybody else likes your own stuff or different stuff or new photos. They don't like just the same reused stuff. So I'm doing all my own photos for it, that sort of stuff. So hopefully it'll do well. I'm hoping. But yeah. All right. Any other questions? I've just been babbling. But I'm so excited you guys were here live. I really enjoy having people ask questions. And I just want to wish you all happy holidays. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. And, like, subscribe if you haven't, because, yeah, I got to say that. But I will see you all in 2 weeks. So in January. And happy holidays until then. But definitely come back to my channel because there'll be new stuff up for the next 2 weeks. It just won't be live. All right. Thank you so much for everybody for being here. See you later.